Welcome to Digimasters Shorts. We are your hosts, Adam Nagus.
And Carly Wilson, delivering the latest scoop from the digital realm. Salesforce CEO Marc Benioff has declared he is abandoning OpenAI's ChatGPT in favor of Google's new AI model, Gemini 3. Benioff described his experience with Gemini 3 as an insane leap forward in reasoning, speed, and multimodal capabilities. After spending 2 hours with Gemini 3, he tweeted that the model is sharper and faster, handling images and video with ease. His reaction quickly gained viral attention, overshadowing even discussions from other tech leaders. Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, congratulated Google on the Gemini 3 launch, acknowledging its strengths. Former Tesla AI director Andrej Karpathy praised Gemini 3 as having clear Tier 1 LLM potential. Stripe CEO Patrick Collison highlighted Gemini 3's ability to create interactive web pages summarizing complex topics. Google and DeepMind described Gemini 3 as their most powerful agentic model yet, integrated across text, images, video, and code. This endorsement from Benioff highlights shifting preferences among tech executives amid rapid advancements in AI. The release intensifies competition with OpenAI's ChatGPT 4.5 Turbo and 5, and Anthropic's Claude 3.5, all vying for AI supremacy.
The European Commission is facing significant delays and potential rollbacks in its key tech policy initiatives, including the EU AI Act, Digital Services Act, and Digital Markets Act. Since the EU AI Act took effect in August 2024, full implementation is scheduled for 2027, but proposed amendments could soften its impact. Pressure from big tech and S interests, backed by previous S administration support, is influencing these potential changes. The Digital Networks Act has also stalled, with disagreements among member states delaying discussions until 2026. Germany opposes the proposed 2030 deadline to shut down copper networks, while many resist strengthening the European regulatory body BEREC. The EU Space Act faces sharp criticism from the United States, which claims it restricts American companies and threatens retaliatory trade measures. American companies like Apple and Google have voiced strong opposition to the Digital Markets Act, complicating enforcement efforts. Meanwhile, the US lobbied European states to allocate more radio spectrum for Wi-Fi, challenging mobile operators' interests. With multiple disputes and slow progress, Europe's digital sovereignty goals are at risk of being undermined or postponed. The European Commission now faces a critical test in balancing regulatory ambitions with international and internal pressures. Scientists have introduced a new optical computing architecture called parallel optical matrix multiplication, or POMM, which uses light instead of electricity to process data at unprecedented speeds. This breakthrough enables multiple tensor operations to be executed simultaneously with a single laser burst, overcoming the linear processing limits of traditional optical systems. Current AI models, such as large language models, rely heavily on tensor processing, which is a key bottleneck limiting their speed and size. Unlike conventional GPU setups that require thousands of units running in parallel, POMM's passive, single-shot design drastically reduces energy consumption while boosting computational power. The technique encodes digital data into the amplitude and phase of light waves, allowing physical properties of light to perform mathematical operations passively as it propagates. This approach eliminates the need for additional control or switching power during computation. Published in Nature Photonics, the experimental prototype demonstrates superior speed and energy efficiency compared to existing optical and electronic processors. Researchers believe this optical hardware could underpin future AI systems, potentially accelerating progress toward artificial general intelligence by scaling beyond current hardware limits. While some experts remain skeptical about LLs achieving AGI, POMM represents a significant step forward in overcoming hardware constraints in AI development. The team plans to integrate this framework onto photonic chips, promising low-power, high-speed AI processors for complex tasks in the near future.
The UE has announced a $1 billion investment in artificial intelligence projects across Africa. This initiative was revealed at the G20 summit in Johannesburg by Sheikh Khaled bin Mohammed, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi. Although the UE is not a G20 member, it participated as an invited guest. The funding aims to support African nations in sectors such as education, agriculture, healthcare, digital identity, and climate adaptation. The UE has already signed digital infrastructure agreements with countries like Egypt and Kenya. Currently, the UE ranks as the fourth largest investor in Africa. Its investments have mainly targeted renewable energy, logistics, and critical minerals. Bilateral trade between the UAE and Africa reached $107 billion in 2024. This marks a 28% increase from the previous year. The UAE's growing presence underscores its ambition to become a global leader in artificial intelligence. This Thanksgiving week, about 73 million people are expected to hit the road, prompting many to seek efficient travel planning tools. Curioso AI emerges as a helpful platform offering route optimization, budget calculations, and personalized itineraries within seconds. Created by Vas Milko and Roman Biluziak, Curioso targets solo, budget-conscious, and multi-stop travelers. The free tool features distinct modes: travel mode for simplified real-time guidance, geek mode for detailed route customization, and beta mode for experimental AI enhancements. Users appreciate Curioso's focus on road trips rather than generic travel planning, enhanced by country-specific branding and an intuitive interface. It serves digital nomads, couples, and small groups seeking flexible, detailed trip plans without relying on packaged tours. While great for road trip enthusiasts, Curioso may not suit those wanting all-inclusive vacations or city-centered stays. Overall, it provides a streamlined, efficient way to plan personalized journeys while discovering hidden gems. The platform is free to use and emphasizes saving time with an accessible, adventurous experience. For travelers aiming to optimize road trips, Curioso stands out as a practical AI travel assistant.
Thank you for listening to today's AI and Tech News Podcast summary. Please do leave us a comment, and for additional feedback, please email us at podcast@digimasters.co.uk. You can now follow us on Instagram and Threads by searching for @Digimaster Shorts or search for Digimasters on LinkedIn. Be sure to tune in tomorrow, and don't forget to follow or subscribe.